open for mass, even if it's in the open air in Plaza Roma? Plaza Miranda, rather.
Sean, unlike last year, physical masses won't be held this year during the Feast of the Black Nazarene. That's amid the threat of the COVID-19 pandemic. But instead, online masses will be held from January 7 to 9. The mass will begin at 4 a.m. on January 7, 5 a.m. on January 8, while the schedule on January 9 is yet to be released. Now, the Quiapo Church respects the decision of the local government regarding this. Sean.
All right, JC, and what is the Manila LGU's advice for devotees who participate annually in the procession?
Sean, according to Manila Mayor Isko Moreno, devotees were told to just pray at home, stay at home because, again, of the threat of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, he is asking for the devotees' understanding as the Philippines is still in this facing this health crisis. Now, according to Manila Mayor Isko Moreno, enforcements will be placed within the vicinity or the perimeter of Quiapo Church, and also in the border of Manila, proceeding to Quiapo Church, just in case people continue to come here and attend masses. Again, there will be no masses here at the Quiapo Church. Devotees were just told to attend masses online. Sean.
All right, JC, so it is understood that there will be no procession, no traslacion this year in Manila. But what about in other areas? Are localized processions going to be allowed?
Sean, we have yet to ask the management of the Quiapo Church on that, but according to Father Douglas Badong, the parochial vicar of the Quiapo Church, their localized traslacion or the visit of the image of the Black Nazarene is still ongoing in different provinces. Sean.
Right, now back to Manila, JC. Will there be police patrolling the area during the day of the traslacion or the supposed day of the traslacion? And what punishment or penalties will have or will be imposed upon those who try to go to Quiapo Church still?
Sean, there will be enforcements during the Feast of the Black Nazarene. That's within the perimeter of the Quiapo Church and again on the border of Manila, proceeding to Quiapo Church. Now, there is a possibility that devotees who will come here will be asked to go home instead because again, there will be no masses here. The preparations of the Quiapo Church were already pulled out. There will be no LEDs here outside the church because of the current situation. Sean.
All right, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno also signed an executive order imposing a liquor ban in Manila, at least for traslacion. When will this take effect? Is it only for a day or is it longer than that, JC?
Sean, that will take effect from January 8, that's 6 p.m. of January 8 until 6 a.m. of January 10. There will be a liquor ban, a ban on the sale of alcoholic beverages from that period, and also the strict implementation of Executive Order number 5555, which is the drinking in public places. Sean.
All right, JC, thank you so much for that update. That was News 5's JC Cosico reporting to us live from the city of Manila. Stay safe, JC. And the transmission rate with the Omicron COVID variant could be 3 times higher than that of the Delta variant. This is according to the UP Pandemic Response Team. Professor Jomar Abahante told 1PH's Wagpo that actual unreported daily cases could range from 200,000 to 400,000 nationwide, much higher than the Delta surge in August of last year. Abahante explains that people who are asymptomatic may prefer to not get tested. The group earlier projected that cases could peak at 20,000 to 40,000 by mid-January at the latest or at the earliest.
Wag lang matakot yung mga tao, no? But itong mga nilabas namin na projections, this might be 10% lang nung actual oo. Kanya kasi marami tayong posibleng asymptomatic at mga mild na hindi na test.
Along those same lines, the Octa Research Group sees new COVID-19 cases possibly hitting 5 digits today. In the Laging Handa briefing earlier, research fellow Guido David said that they expect around 11,000 infections today, roughly 8,000 of which will likely come from Metro Manila. Guido agrees that current surge may already peak by mid-January, similar to what's happening in South Africa.
Mamayang paglabas ng datos, baka nasa 5 digits na tayo kasi we're expecting mga 11,000 cases today, mga 8,000 dun sa Metro Manila. So by next week, most likely madadagdagan pa yan, posibleng dumoble pa yan.
And Metro Manila could face a possible water shortage this year as water levels in the Angat Dam drops. Shaila Francisco with the story.
Every day, around 10 to 20 customers do their laundry in the shop in Makati. This is why Pag-asa's warning of a possible water crisis has got laundry staffers like Ivy worried.
Sana po, hindi na matuloy kasi baka mawalan po kami ng trabaho. Kakapasok ko lang din ng trabaho, mami.
Pag-asa says rains and even Typhoon Odette last year were not enough to fill the water in Angat Dam, the primary source of Metro Manila's supply. At the end of 2021, the dam's water level reached 202.80 meters, short of the year-end target of 212 meters to ensure stable water supply until summer. However, the water level in Angat could further decrease in the coming months. Based on Pag-asa's forecast, rainfall from January to March may not meet the dam's requirement of 900 millimeters, equivalent to 3 to 4 typhoons. With this, the water level could go below the minimum operating level of 180 meters by March or April.
Medyo kulang na tayo sa supply ng tubig, and for that, mawawala po yung irrigation natin, yung supply sa irrigation, pag bumaba ito sa 180 meters. So, hopefully, magkaroon ng mga pag-ulan within this month until February dahil may northeast monsoon pa.
The last time Angat Dam failed to reach its year-end target was in 2019 when Metro Manila experienced the water shortage. Despite this, the National Water Resources Board assures the public that water supply is still stable for now. Currently, allocation for Metro Manila is at 48 cubic meters per second, but the agency is planning to reduce the allocation to its normal level if water level in the dam continues to decrease.
With the condition na meron talagang additional sources na mapagkukunan, no? Like yung mga deep wells, tsaka yung mga water treatment facilities, no? Para naman hindi yung if ever no there be some adjustment sa allocation from the dam ay hindi po hindi po maramdaman yung ganitong changes.
For its part, Maynilad is planning to reduce water pressure in preparation for the reduction of allocation.
Significantly pa nararamdaman ng mga tao kasi hindi naman yan na measure yung exact numbers ng pressure o kung ilang PSI yun na tatanggap natin sa mga bahay. Actually, the past few months, sinisimulan na namin yung pagbabawas ng pressure na yon para lang din nakakatulong kami doon sa pag-preserve ng level ng Angat. But kung sakali man po na magkakaroon talaga ng aktual na pagbabawas ng allocation sa Metro Manila by January 16, we might be enforcing yung aside dun sa pressure reduction.
Manila Water also said that water interruption will depend on the demand in the coming months. But both concessionaires assured the public that they are preventing a possible water shortage similar to what happened in 2019.
Very minimal na, hindi na katulad noong naganap noong 2019. Man ang water service interruption, again, pipilitin natin na hindi ito gaano mararamdaman ng mga customers. Kung sakali man ay sa mga non-peak hours o kung dun sa mga oras na tulog sila at very minimal yung kailangang gamiting tubig,
Maynilad and Manila Water said they will prioritize allocating enough supply to hospital and medical facilities in case of a water interruption. They are now appealing to the public to do their part and conserve water. Shaila Francisco, We Are One News.
The Philippine Athletics Track and Field Association, or PATAFA, wants EJ Obiena out of the national team. But the Philippine Olympic Committee says they've got Obiena's back. Gretchen Ho with the report.
Out of the national training pool and a case of estafa. These are the probable consequences that world number 3 and Pinoy star pole vaulter EJ Obiena has to face. According to their findings, the Philippine Track and Field Association, or PATAFA, says Obiena falsified liquidation documents. They also allege that he made late payments to his coach Vitaly Petrov. In his 6-item recommendation, PATAFA seeks the following: Obiena's expulsion from the national team, the filing of estafa complaints over PATAFA funds of 360,000 pesos, the termination of Vitaly Petrov, plus a complaint before the World Athletics for violation of the Integrity Code of Conduct, and declaration of James Lafferty, EJ's close mentor, as persona non grata. The report will be sent to both the Philippine Sports Commission and the Commission on Audit.
He now has to face the consequences, which could have been markedly different had he chosen to believe in people who he has known for the last several years.
His mother, former PATAFA auditor Janet Obiena, was also found to have misappropriated the amount of more than 624,000 pesos. Meanwhile, in a statement, Philippine Olympics Committee President Bambol Tolentino says they already expected PATAFA's, quote, vengeful act. Tolentino says the ball is now at PSC if they will allow an Asian record holder and the world number 3 out of the national team. The POC reiterates they got Obiena's back, guaranteeing that EJ will be in Hanoi for the SEA Games and Guangzhou for the Asian Games. Gretchen Ho, We Are One News.
Olympic pole vaulter EJ Obiena says he is saddened but not surprised by PATAFA's decision to file a case against him. In a Facebook post, Obiena says he is ready to face the estafa charges lodged against him. He adds that the Philippine Olympic Committee has given assurance that he can still compete for the Philippines in future events. Obiena says he will continue representing the country despite the, quote, witch hunt against him. Here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The Tourism Department has suspended the accreditation of Berjaya Hotel in Makati, as well as revoked the multiple-use permit of the hotel. Berjaya was also ordered to pay fines equivalent to twice the rate of its most expensive room. This comes on the back of the issue involving a certain Gwyneth Anchua, who skipped mandatory quarantine to attend multiple parties. Inflation slowed to 3.6% in December. That is down from the 4.1% logged in November. NEDA says this is the lowest monthly inflation rate for the year 2021. And the Trade Department again assures the public that there is enough supply of paracetamol amid higher demand. The agency is also expediting deliveries and coordinating with drugstores to limit purchase quantity. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.